Hey guys, today we will be doing the equation of a circle. If you will go ahead and write this down. Please be very careful how you write it down because the little details matter. I know that this is a scary looking equation, but equation of a circle is actually very simple, and I'm going to break it down for you. So notice you have x minus h, the quantity is squared. Do not forget the squared, and this is subtraction. Plus, this has to be plus, y minus k, again, quantity squared, equals r squared. So do not forget the squareds. I see a lot of students forget those. Inside is minus, the middle is plus, and this is equal to r squared. So again, just like I said, I'm going to break this down so it is very simple. You take your h and your k. This is the center of the circle. And this is going to be an ordered pair, so if the center was at like, I don't know, 3, -2. Okay, that's how you get that. And r is radius. So you could graph this in Desmos, completely acceptable option, but honestly, it will take you longer to graph it in Desmos than it would for you to just look at it. Let me show you what I mean by that. So let's just pretend I had the equation. We'll go x minus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. So we can do this example. So like I said, you can 100% type this in Desmos, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute and get the answer, but it will be faster if you just look at it. So from above, it says my HK is my center. Now pay attention to your signs here because these have minuses here. So when I pull that H out, the minus does not come with it. So same thing here, X minus, the minus does not come with it. The H is 4. Now, this one's a little bit different. Let me zoom out so I don't slide so much. This is Y minus K. But this says y plus 2. You see how the sign changed from a minus to a plus? If your sign changes, that means this is negative. So instead of just 2, this is -2. So my center of my equation is at 4, -2. And then to get the radius, this is equal to r squared. So if I want r, I just square root it. The square root of 9 is 3. So the center is at 4, -2, and the radius is 3. So like I said, you can just look at your equation and get the center and radius. But if you want to graph it, that is totally fine. We will do that right now. And you have to make sure you type this very carefully, exactly like it's on the paper. So x minus 4 squared plus y plus 2, close parentheses, squared, equals 9. So there's my circle, as you can see. The center of this circle is right here at 4, -2, exactly what we got. And your radius, you can just count from the center over. So pay attention, my axis here is counting by 2's. So if I go over, that's 2, plus another one makes 3. If you don't like that your axis counts by 2's, you can zoom in a little bit. So now it counts by 1's. I can still see that the center is right here at 4, -2. And when I count my radius, I get 1, 2, 3. Radius of 3. So you can do it just from looking at the equation. You can do it in Desmos. Either way is completely fine. Now I do want to show you there are some crazy ones out there. Let me just flip the page. So if you run into something that looks like this, make sure you write down the examples too, guys. So notice that is not in the form I wrote at the beginning. Let me pull that up just so you can see it. These are not in the same form. And instead of going through the hassle of putting them in that form, we have Desmos. Desmos is available in your exam. We are just going to use that because it makes a lot of sense. So make sure you have this written down, and I'm getting ready to type this in Desmos so you can see how this works. So I'll take this one out. So this example said x squared plus y squared minus 6x minus 2y minus 39 equaled 0. Oh, that is way too big, so let's zoom that out a little bit. So there's my circle. Notice it, I'm telling you, Desmos graphs these circles for you. So if I wanted to find my center and radius from the circle, I just need to find the center. So it's easy if you kind of find the top and bottom, and you want to go in the middle of that and see side to side. So from here, this goes up to 8. And this goes down to -6, so you kind of want to get the difference here, which I think is going to be 7 because 6 to -8 is 14. So if I count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is my center right here. I wish I had the ability to put a dot on it, but I think when I click you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so right here. I didn't mean to zoom in. Right here. So this center is at, if you count over, I wish I could put a dot, but over 3, up 1. So my center is at 3, 1. And to get the radius, remember, you just count over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for this one, my center was at 3, 1. And my radius was 7. So you can get the center and radius from the equation like we did the first time. You can actually look at your equation and get your center and radius. Just pull them out, the k and the h. Get your radius, square root this one. Or you can just graph it. And so when you graph it, you just have to count. So find the center, and then you would just, that's your center obviously, so then you would just count over or up, doesn't matter which direction you go, they'll all be the same, to get your radius. So that is equation of a circle.